Hey guys, this is Redshift and welcome back to my modded series. So last time we built this semi-auto apothecary. I polished it up a bit here, make it look nice. The back and this side is still kind of open though. Because I might add some more Britannia stuff to this area, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this. This is just some framed living wood along with the living rock brick. I think it looks pretty good. I also added another hopper hock to put seeds into this one, so that if I press that button unnecessarily or accidentally or something, that hopper hock will pick up the seeds again and put them in there. It also means that I can just add more seeds to the system by just throwing them down here, and the hopper hock will pick them up. Then I also set up a little simple thing here to use the endo flame to burn charcoal to generate mana. So I've got a furnace here. I can just put some wood in here. That'll go into this dropper, and then as soon as this is picked up, the dropper will drop another piece down. So every time the endo flame takes one, it'll pick up. It'll drop down the next one. It's a pretty simple setup. It's not perfect. If this runs out, then the dropper will be activated, and it'll stay activated, and nothing will drop. So if I then add more stuff to it, it won't drop it. The other potential issue with this is something like a block of charcoal or a block of coal will take longer to burn by the endo flame than the timeout for it to despawn. So it will despawn if left there for about 10 minutes, I think. So I can't use anything that takes a very long time to burn with the system. But for now, it'll do. It's generating some mana for us. I also created a bit of a Britannia garden over here. I put down this jaded amaranthus, and this uses a little bit of mana from this pool here, and it'll plant Britannia flowers. So we now have a pretty good supply of flowers. Anytime I need some flower, I can just come and pick it here. I also did some work on the inside. So I created a room here that I will probably turn into something like a kitchen. Basically have all my food stored there. I've got a little bedroom down here, which is very basic and pretty temporary. I think eventually I'll move the bedroom upstairs. And then I also built a staircase up to the top level here. And then this is still open. I'd like to have the bedroom over here though. A nice bedroom with a balcony would be nice. And I've also dug out a basement. So in the basement, all I've got at the moment is a bit of a netherwort farm, and I've planted some mushrooms here as well. They need a light level of 12 or lower, so these guys will be able to grow. I actually just planted one on each corner, so they have already started to spread a bit, which is cool. This chest is just some of the resources I got when digging out the basement here. Okay, I also installed Immersive engineering since the last time. So this is a mod I've become interested in. I had a look at it ages ago in 1.7.10, and I had some issues with rendering, so I didn't pay any more attention to it. But now in 1.10 it looks to be pretty solid, so I thought we'd give that a try. And what I think would be fun to do is eventually have my ore processing done by Immersive engineering, because it's got some really cool looking machinery and conveyor belts and things that'll make the ore processing look really cool. So this at the moment is the entrance to my mine, my manual underground mine. So I think we'll do the ore processing over here somewhere. One of the first things you want to do with Immersive engineering is to build a coke oven. And I've already prepared these coke bricks. So it's just some clay, some bricks, and sandstone. And you need 27 of them, but you get 2 for each recipe. So if you do 14, you get 28. So I've got 28 of them here. So let's see, where should we put that? I don't want it too far away, and it might move eventually anyway. Let's just put it around here somewhere. So that's, we need a 3x3x3 of this. Okay, and then you take the engineer's hammer. This is quite simple to make as well. It's just some sticks, iron, and string. And then you just right click, and there's your coke oven. So this takes something like coal, and it'll burn that. It takes a while. It'll give you coke coal, which I believe has a longer burn time than coal, and also some creosote oil, which we'll use later on in the mod to do some other stuff. You can apparently also use this to make charcoal out of wood, which will give you a little bit of creosote oil. So I might use this to make charcoal for my Botania over there, instead of just using that furnace. So we'll see. We'll look at that. Okay, so that's the coke oven. Another item that we'll be making use of in immersive engineering is hemp. So I found one hemp seed when breaking some grass to clear out an area, and I just planted this here in my first farm. So that'll grow and hopefully get us some more hemp. Later on we can look at doing a proper farm, maybe even an automatic farm. Okay, so the coke oven is done. It's created coal coke, which has a burn time of 3,200 ticks, so it doubles the burn time, which is nice. And we also get like half a bucket of creosote oil. So I want to see what wood does in here. So let's just take one piece so we can spot the difference. So this burn time is 300. I'm not sure if this will give us vanilla charcoal or an immersive engineering kind of charcoal. While we wait for that, something I forgot to show you over here is I also created this floating exoflame. An exoflame is pretty cool. It uses a bit of mana, so this exoflame is connected to that mana pool. It uses a little bit of mana, and then any furnaces close to it, it will power them, so you don't need fuel for the furnace. So you'll see if I put some wood in the top there, it starts burning the wood into charcoal, and without any fuel, then that's thanks to the exoflame. It also, I believe, speeds it up a little bit, so it goes a little bit faster. So that's pretty cool. It uses a little bit of mana, but we still have a net gain of mana. It goes slowly though. This is slow going. Okay, let's see if that coke oven is done. Okay, so we got charcoal. Yeah, this is vanilla charcoal. And we got a quarter bucket of creosote oil. Okay, so this could be a good way. In fact, that also doesn't use any resources, so you don't need like coal or anything to do the conversion of wood to charcoal there, or mana or anything. So I think I'm gonna start using that to make charcoal, and that'll get us creosote oil as well. Okay, let's put that in there, and that's going to cook along. So the next thing we're going to want to do is to build a crude blast furnace. That'll allow us to make steel out of iron. And for that we'll need some blaze powder. So we'll need 14 of those. And nether brick, I think I've got plenty netherrack, and some bricks. I've still got plenty of clay to make the bricks. So, but we do need blaze powder. So I'm going to go off to the nether. Okay, I'm back from the nether. I actually died like twice trying to get these 2 blaze rods, but I've got them. So they should give us, I think 16 blaze, and we've got, 8 blaze, and we've got another 8 there. So that should give us the 14 that we need. Let's see, what can I put away here? I can put away some of the cobblestone. Yep, the rest of the stuff I want to keep. Okay, so we've got Oh, we actually got some more. Okay, so that's 14 blaze. That's good. Then we're going to need... So we need to do this recipe 14 times because this is also 27 blocks that we need. So we're gonna need nether brick. 14 times 4 is 40, 56. 56. So I think this gives us 1, right? That'll give us 1, so we need 55 more. So if we get a stack, yeah, that gives us 1. Okay, so that's cooking up. And then we're now gonna need clay brick, so also 56 clay. I should still have some over here. Where is the clay? So 56 clay. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this to cook up and then I'll be back. Okay, so the netherrack is done and this clay is just about to finish. Then we can craft the ingredients for the crude blast furnace, blast brick. Okay, just the last of the clay cooking. We should have 56 here. Okay, got it. And then we can just put that in there. And that gives us 28 blast brick, of which we'll need 27. Okay, so I think I'll just put this next to the coke oven for now. Can always move it. Okay, this is going along. We've got some creosote oil now, so if we put a bucket in there, we have a bucket of creosote oil. Okay, let's leave a bit of a gap between the two. And then we need a 3 by 3 by 3. Okay, and then we give it a light tap with the hammer. And we've got a crude blast furnace. Now this needs something like charcoal or coke coal. And then you should be able to make steel from iron. Let's see if we take some of that over there. And maybe let's take some iron there. So this is also a fairly slow process, it seems. Wow, it looks like you use quite a bit of charcoal. Okay, well this piece is almost done. How many did I put in there? 14, I think. So it's going to use 5, maybe even 6, 5 pieces. So but we got a steel ingot, that's excellent, and we've also got slag. So slag you can use to make concrete. Which you can do in all the standard stuff, and then you can do leaded concrete with that. Okay, could be some new decorative blocks to play around with. Doesn't look like there's anything else you can do with slag. Nope, except concrete. Okay, well, that's the basics of immersive engineering started. Oh yeah, something I did want to try is there's a engineer's toolbox which looks quite handy. So for that we need aluminum plate. I don't think I have aluminum yet. So since I added immersive engineering later on, I haven't found any ore generated here. Do I have any kind of aluminum? I don't know. Let's go inside. Okay, the one thing I did want to try quickly though was we've got this bucket of creosote oil, and then you should be able to put wood around that. To get you treated wood. Treated wood planks. Let's see what they look like. Not bad. Quite nice. What can you do with those? You can make treated sticks, water wheel stuff. Yeah, that's something else we're going to have to get into is power generation. Because as we move on with this, we will need power generation. And I'd like to keep the immersive engineering power generation with all the immersive engineering machines. I've also created a little cow farm here, because one of the things we're going to need a lot of is these conveyor belts from immersive engineering, and they use 3 leather. You get 8 of them though, so that's pretty good. So let's make a set of that quickly to see what that looks like. I think I've got redstone over here. Redstone there. So that gives me 8, which is nice. And then these guys. So the arrow shows you which way it's going to go. And then, well, let's just see what happens. So you can throw items on here. That's pretty cool. So I want to use this to bring up ore down from my mine to bring up to processing at the top here. I think, okay, so that connected, and then that connected. So this should go round and round. So these are pretty cool. They look awesome. So this ore processing is not going to be the fastest, and maybe we won't do all our ore processing this way, but I think it would be a very cool looking way to process ore from our mining expeditions. And if we can dump it at the bottom and bring it up with conveyors and carry on mining while it processes at the top here, then it being slow shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, they also carry people and probably mobs as well. And then I think you can make them. Let's just turn that one that way again. And then I think if you shift and right click, you can make them go up, which is pretty cool. Get some of these back. So we can do that and that. That, and then we want this one to go up like that, and then if we throw something on there, very cool. So we can bring our ore up from the mine this way as well. This is going to be awesome. Okay, but we're still a little bit away from doing that. Although we can probably make a couple of these conveyors, start moving the ore up. Oh, something else I wanted to check is I think they can take stuff out of chests and put stuff into chests as well. So I don't have much wood on me. Let's just go get some wood quickly. I can get it from the farm here. Let's make 2 chests. So if we make 2 chests and put them on either side, and if we put some items in there, Doesn't actually take it out. The chest is on top. No, there must be a way. So the dropping conveyor belt will drop items into an inventory, and then we've got vertical conveyor belts and splitters as well. Oh, these are quite cool. I want to see what they look like. So with these, you can go up. So if we drop something down there, that's awesome. That is very cool. That takes me up as well. Very cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna have fun with these. Okay, that's fine. I thought there was a way to take stuff out of chests. Maybe you'll need a hopper. I think you'll need a hopper. So if we make a hopper, so we want the hopper over there, and then the chest on top of that. And then if we put items in there, okay. Okay, so that works, and it does put it into the chest though, which is cool. What I'm planning on doing is to have a chest at the bottom of my mine, feed ore and stuff into the chest, or I'll put ore and stuff into the chest, feed it into a conveyor belt, bring it up here, and then have it processed over here. But we might be a little while away from that. Still, I think I'm gonna have to do some mining, get some more resources so we can go further with this mod. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.